like superb title. So yeah, very happy about that.
Just one live from that campus. From those campus.
Awesome. So say this may not have we are on YouTube right now, and title short lady.
I think the lady moves vital.
Lady Moves Vital. So everything together. Lady Moves Vital. We are on Facebook at Vital Show, and then on my page, that is my hand. They already joined us. I said it's there, and I have to as well. You can post your comments. We are together once and for all to have this conversation. So thank you, Sir Sid, for that. This was probably about a month ago, and we finally decided to just kick it off. So now is an awesome time to do it because there's so much to talk about. So moving right along, May is also Mental May. Today being the last day of May 2020, what a month it has been. Happy birthday to his father, turning 60 years old today. Holy Light Church did a parade. We did a parade. Then went straight from the parade to the service, and then straight from the service to a very small four-person family dinner to celebrate his birthday. So, happy birthday, Dad. Yeah, but
68.
68.
Man, old and 68.
Hey, what's up? That's young. So yeah, 68 years old. Just a minute from 70. That's hard to do. I don't know so mental May. Mentally, it's about mental May, mental health awareness month is what this month has been about. We've been focused on the mental health aspect of things. Ready? Are you in the conversation in the building? Check. Ready, Eddie?
What's going on? It's your boy Ready Eddie.
He's saying something.
I said something. Hello?
We'll see what's going on with that. For Mental Health Awareness Month, like mental health awareness overall is already a thing, and just speaking to your mental health, anxiety, depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, PTSD, OCD, ADD, ADHD, what else? Phobias.
Depression.
Yeah, depression. I'm just that some major depressive. There are so many things that happen to your mental.
We have to figure out what's going on with this now.
So your mental health is like really what drives you. Just as much as your heartbeat has to happen for you to live, your mind has to. Your mind, emotions, and thoughts, all those things go together to create your mental health awareness month. Celebrating every May focuses on killing the stigma of mental health. When people take medication, they don't want anybody to know what they take medication for. What is it for? What does it do? When people go see a therapist, they don't want people to know that they go and talk to somebody about what's going on. Why do they need to know that I go talk to somebody? Why do I have to tell somebody else's business? When people are admitted to the hospital with mental issues and mental concerns, why can't we talk about that? So May brings about an opportunity for us to be able to have that conversation, to talk about it. And this May, we talked about it. People are talking about it. COVID-19 made us have to talk about it. So any within our first couple of moments, and then we'll circle back around and Ready Eddie at some point. What are your thoughts on mental May?
I mean, we're better known. And to see all the frustration and the anger and the displaced frustration and anger that we see every time we turn on the news. I was just looking at the video of the young man who was interviewed, and he said, "This ain't us, this on y'all." The little guy, I don't know if they put a name to him yet, but just the post-traumatic stress. I saw a lady that was just walking home with her groceries in her hand, shot in the face by a rubber bullet, and I mean, she had a very large sweat. I mean, and just think how many years after this she would have to deal with that trauma and just trauma of seeing somebody on the ground and literally even witness. You know how some people say, "I've never seen somebody die."
Yeah.
I remember I never seen a man cry until I seen a man die. And we saw a man crying and dying on TV.
Not the person.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, it's just like, hey. And so it's just, and that's why I do what I do. How, because my mind is interested in seeing you know, I'm on that. That was my son that I killed all these, you know,
Mhm.
He don't try to kill him.
Mhm.
But the more I have time to think about it, I wrestle with what's right, what God wants me to do, what God wants me not to do. And so I battle with the natural who wants to avenge and get revenge versus, like trying to stay in the parameters of being normal or not just not becoming. It's just an emotional bubble.
Which is like the premise of mental health is your emotions. They you rationalizing what should I do, what shouldn't I do? It's fight or flight. All of those are concepts of mental health.
So I have a question. I know I'm asking it for some of the listeners out here. So as a therapist, how do people who are dealing with this stuff, how do they begin to process it? You know, that's the hardest part to me. I feel like our body. When we eat food, you have to chew it. Our chew have to break it down, and then it has to be, broken down.
Right.
We can't swallow it whole. So how do we swallow our emotions and break down our emotions that we feel? How do we start?
This art is actually having the conversation, talking about it. I'll share a moment with you that helps it to make sense. I was trying to figure my feelings and my thoughts out about something, and I called a therapist friend of mine. So this is two therapists having a conversation. I just said the three because I'm thinking about something else, but two therapists. And I said, I said what I said, and she said, "You're already doing it. Process. Like you do this. Process." All right, so process means that I really have to sit down and focus. Like on Baby Boy, and what's that, Baby Boy? Yeah, sit down and focus. Like you really got to sit down with yourself and think about it, and then start speaking it out or writing it out, and like identifying this is what I'm feeling. This is why. This is what happened to make me feel this way. This is what I may need to take with me to the third or fourth column. I need to take these things with me to my therapist so that we can figure out.
No audio.
Now I'm kind of identifying what has driven me to this, but I'm not really certain that I'm comfortable with what I'm feeling. I don't think I've reached a solution. So then, let me call and make an appointment. Let me do that now. So that's one way to do it, to really just start with yourself. Self, this ain't right.
And being negligent of those feelings and emotions and not being able to put them, what does that lead to? Or has a possibility to do?
It can lead to the worst case scenario. It could lead to a roller coaster ride. It could lead to how things go full circle. You can hit that full circle 100 times, like you're just in a loop. You can suppress it. You can act as if it never happened. You can disassociate yourself from it, or you can deal with it. So like not getting the help, not having the conversations, not calling on your support system and say, "Hey, y'all, I'm going through it." Like people can see a lot of times when you're going through something, they can feel your energy when you're not. So mental health, mental wellness, mental illness, it takes a community approach. And that's why I'm so grateful to be able to have the platform to incorporate that into everything that we talk about, because it's just how prevalent mental health, mental illness, mental wellness is everywhere and in everything. In everything. Eat, how you dress, where you go, how you go. I mean, it's everything. It's everything.
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. I try to tell people that stress and anxiety is not abnormal. It's not. It doesn't make you less of a person. Cause I have to, like, shoot, you'll jump on the phone and stay on that phone for about an hour and 20 minutes, just kind of just venting. You know what I'm saying? And I be feeling so much better after we hang up, because it's like you done got it out, you talked about it.
Absolutely.
You got some different perspective, and I just think that's what for the people out there listening, I'm an open book, and I tell you, if you try to take on mental health yourself, it will come a day when it all pulls up in front of your house and unloads everything in the front, and it's either gonna break you or make you.
Yep.
And it can literally go both ways. So
take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself.
Another dimension of this conversation about mental health before we go to break. Those reactions and things that we do and how we respond. So like even the way that we communicate is driven by our mental health, our mental wellness. So if I'm always angry, if I'm always nervous, if I'm always on edge, if I'm always negative, if I'm always criticizing or complaining or finding the fault in something in people, guess what? That's related to my mental. I'm thinking these things. I'm thinking of, it's something that's creating this thought and this energy about me. Why do we not recognize, like I just said, it, we just gave you a whole 20 minutes of it, a whole 10 minutes of it. Why is it that we don't recognize our repeat behaviors and patterns as a part of our mental health and mental behavior? Like I do this all the time and I get reprimanded or spoken to about it all the time, but haven't done anything to address it or to change it. Why do we do that?
I think a part of us feel like if we ignore it, it'll go away. That we won't have to, deal with the realities or I'll learn how to adjust and get used to it. Or we actually do adjust and get used to it.
I was gonna say, is you doing it?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
and everybody else has to deal with what you're doing and how you're responding and how
see,
you feel.
It's crazy you say that because during this whole Corona situation, by my kids and my wife being home all the time, like I have caught myself just going off about who left the I use the plastic tube chips. The Lay's, not the Pringles. Who left the top off the chips and who? I just go down the whole. Just man, I'm like, bro, you need to get somewhere and sit down and calm down because you're going off about nothing, But it comes from the anxiety and the stresses of the world, For me, stressing not going to work, stressing on how this going to end, stressing about this or that. And so, yeah. And see, the good thing about me, y'all, is that I used to ignore it as if it didn't exist or as if it goes away. But it wasn't until I got help